The Planning and Zoning Commission of the City of Gun Barrel City, Texas will meet in a special meeting in City Hall Council Chambers located at 1716 West Main Street, Gun Barrel City, Texas, on Thursday, May 22nd, 2025 at 6 p.m. I call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. Roll call from my left, please.
Right here.
Jones here.
Shelby here.
Weller here.
Towner here.
Johnson here.
Wilmoth here.
We have a quorum. I imagine there are no citizens' comments, so we will move to item number 4, new business. 4A, consider and take action to approve the April 14th, 2025 minutes. They were in your packet. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, then I need a motion, please.
Towner makes a motion to approve the March 10th, 2025 meeting minutes.
Second.
Oh, sorry.
April 14th.
I'm on the wrong page.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, Ms. Towner's motion is to approve the April 14th, 2025 minutes, and I believe I heard Mr. Ray seconding?
Yes.
Correct. All right, vote for my left, please.
Ray, yes.
Jones, yes.
Shelby, yes.
Weller, yes.
Towner, yes.
Johnson, yes.
Wilmoth, yes.
Minutes are approved. 4B, public hearing on a request to approve a site plan for HTO owned by Hale Properties LLC, physically located at 317 West Main Street, described as Lot 2, Tract 21 in the West Main Street and Caudell Addition, J.P. Brown Survey, Abstract 59. I now open the public hearing. I see that there are no comments, so I close the public hearing. Item 4C, consider and take action to approve a site plan for HTO owned by Hale Properties LLC, physically located at 317 West Main, described as Lot 2, Tract 21 in the West Main Street and Caudell Addition, J.P. Brown Survey, Abstract 59, and we will hear from Brittany Anderson, our city planner.
Tonight, I will be presenting the site development plan for HTO, which is being proposed for development at 317 West Main Street. This project is being reviewed under our city site plan approval criteria as outlined in the ordinance. Each section of this presentation will correspond directly with the considerations the Planning and Zoning Commission is required to evaluate when reviewing site plans. Before we dive into the ordinance criteria, I'd like to provide a brief overview of the project itself. This is a commercial development known as HTO Texas 498, located at 317 West Main Street. The site falls within our B2 General Business Zoning District and is being developed as a retail beverage store and drive-through lane. The project is being submitted by Hale Properties LLC, which is with engineering completed by Stuart Anderson of Interplan. It sits on Lot 2 of the West Main Street and Caudell Addition and is proposed as a single-phase development. This slide outlines the review timeline for HTO site plan submittals and the corresponding review dates by Mundo and Associates. The initial review was submitted on February 26th and reviewed by Mundo on March 17th. This initial submission provided a solid foundation, but several compliance items needed to be addressed before moving forward. The second submittal was received on March 26th, and Mundo completed their review by March 31st. At this stage, the applicant responded to most of the initial comments, though a few key elements still required clarification or correction. The third review occurred following a submission on April 10th. Mundo turned around the review quickly by April the 11th, noting nearly all comments have been resolved. The final submittal was submitted and reviewed on April 15th. At this point, all compliance requirements have been satisfied, clearing the path for presentation before the Planning and Zoning Commission. This timeline shows the applicant's responsiveness and coordination with city staff and the city engineer to bring the project into full compliance in a timely manner. We're starting with the overall compatibility. The development blends well with nearby commercial uses, particular in scale, setbacks, and coverage. Screening helps soften any residential impact. This is the vicinity map showing the location. This slide shows how the site accommodates traffic from regular customers to emergency services. The fire lane has already been approved, and the drive-through design avoids congestion. And this is the plan that goes along with that. The building is properly placed within zoning setback requirements and is positioned to support safety and functionality. This section focuses on how stormwater will be managed. The detention basin is a key feature, and erosion is controlled through standard practices shown in the Stormwater Pollution Prevention Plan. And this is their plan that is attached, and it is their stormwater pollution prevention plan. And this is their utility plan. A wax myrtle hedge acts as a screening, and the landscaping meets our code. Tree replacement was also addressed as well. And this is their landscaping plan that shows that it is compliance with that requirement as well. The open space requirements do not apply to the commercial projects like HTO. In closing, staff recommends approval. Please note that the applicant has submitted a drainage easement this morning, on Monday morning, and it has been filed but may be updated after construction. This does not hold up the site plan approval. Final recording will occur before the certificate of occupancy, and the building official will be the one to verify the accuracy at that time. And I'm happy to answer any questions. Our city engineer was not able to make it tonight due to the schedule change, but if you have any questions for me, I would be happy to answer those.
Questions, anyone?
I had a couple of small questions. One of them was, I noticed that, there is the emergency, what's it called? The emergency medical care sign that the state's got up pointing across the street on the property. And it, just eyeballing it, it looked like it would be in some of the landscaped area, but it wasn't something that was called out. I don't know what would happen if it has to come down or move or anything like that, but do you know if that is a non-issue? I think it probably is, but.
Yeah, it would not be an issue.
Okay. The second question might be for you guys, but it's from a personal experience. When I looked at the location of the elevation bar, I realized you were kind of far down the drive-through. If you got to that point and realized your vehicle was too high, I was looking to figure out how you escape from that situation. And it looked like the parking lot and the drive-through are at the same elevation with just a paint stripe between them so that you could back up there. So I see you nodding, so that takes care of that. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone from the project wish to speak to us? I would love to say something. Please come and identify yourself and speak to us.
Yes. So first off, thank y'all for coming in. I know this is unusual, and so everybody has a chair up there, so that means everybody showed up. I really, really appreciate that and really much appreciate that. My name is Jeremy Brown. This is my wife, Kristen Brown. This has been a long journey for us, and this is the first time I've stood up in front of anybody to talk about this project other than the folks on the phone and HTO people. So this is a really exciting time for us, and we couldn't be more excited to be visiting with you guys about, bringing HTO here and what that looks like for our family and also for the community. So thank you guys so much for having us and considering this project. We believe that it's going to be a win-win. We believe that it's going to be great for that lot that's there that's been kind of sitting there for a bit. We believe it's going to add more character to that side of town. Plus, people getting their tires fixed, we're hoping we get a lot of traffic over there from HTO. So it sounds like to me you have a big truck, and when you go get your tires fixed, hopefully you'll swing by and grab a tea. But like I said, this has been a long time coming for us. We've literally been discussing this for about 4 or 5 years, about the COVID time, and this is our first stop on the journey. And so we really appreciate y'all's consideration for this, and we are excited to be part of the Gun Barrel City and team, and the Chamber of Commerce and all the things that go with that. We joked earlier on when we were talking about doing this, that I wanted to be the tea guy. And you might find that kind of strange, but it was a statement to how we want to be involved with community and different organizations, and be known and be the place to go for a quick pick me up. Something a little bit different, something that's non-alcoholic on the lake, and we think we can serve that really well. By show of hands, how many of y'all have had an HTO? Do you even know? Okay, so half of y'all so we have some work to do. I did bring some tea, so make sure you guys get some if you haven't had some. And I believe last time where I was here, there was somebody that was wanting some mint, so I brought some mint as well. But if you have any questions, I'd love to be able to visit with you on it, whether it be about us personally, whether it be about the HTO brand itself, and kind of how big it is, when it started. If there's any of those kind of questions, I can help with that as well.
Commissioners, now's your chance.
How did it start?
What's that?
How did it start?
Really interesting. It actually started in Amarillo. There was a hamburger joint in a shopping center, and a gentleman there, he was the son-in-law of the guy that owned the burger place, and they were mixing up iced tea at the burger place, and they started noticing the sales of the iced tea were really good, and people were coming in just for the tea. So they opened up a small little water and tea and ice place next to that, and sales were crazy. They then started their first foray outside of that in Midland, Texas, and that's actually where Kristen and I are originally from, is from Midland. And I remember driving down the main street of Midland, and they were building this, and I was like, so you're telling me they're not going to serve Dr. Pepper or Diet Coke or Coke, and they're going to think this is going to make it? And then you should have seen the line, and it's even still to this day when I drive by there, it's amazing how it took off there. So that was probably right before COVID, probably around 2019, 18, sometime there, and that was their first store to test out the concept. And they have stores around the Metroplex, Arizona, Florida, kind of the South, and it's starting to branch out a little bit. We have forayed into coffee. The gentleman that if you're a fan of the show Yellowstone, what's the main guy's name? I can't remember the main guy's name, but he is actually started his coffee brand, Rain Coffee, and we are also going to be we also sell Rain Coffee and cappuccinos and all the other things with it as well. So we try to be, the brand itself is very Texas-centric, which it feels like Gun Barrel City is very kind of leaning into that Texas-centric thing, and we want to partner in that and add a little bit of flavor to the community with that as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, Yeah, thank you guys. Really appreciate your time, and really appreciate you guys taking the time away from your family to do this special meeting. I know that it's unusual, and I really appreciate all y'all doing that for us, so thank you so much.
It's our pleasure that you've been understanding. We're delighted to do the special meeting to get you going.
Can I ask a quick question? If everything goes well, when do you expect to open?
Yeah, so,
Sorry, I should have asked that.
no, it's okay. I think, we're wanting to get started pretty quickly. It's about a 6 to 7 month build time.
Oh, okay.
My understanding is, once you guys approve me, hopefully, I'm gonna smile a little bit and do a dance up here, but, then I'll get permits, and once I get permits, then we're kind of off to the races. We've already selected a GC that has done several of these, several HTOs already, and it's not just a guy that has only done the houses or something, he's built like 15 of these things, so, we believe that's gonna help kind of go pretty quickly. So,
Okay,
I'm hoping before the end of the year, realistically, it'll probably be around.
okay. Great, thank you.
Great. Any other comments? Discussion? Hearing none, then I need a motion, please, to approve the site plan.
Towner makes a motion to approve a site plan for HTO owned by Hale Properties LLC, physically located at 317 West Main Street, described as Lot 2, Tract 21, in the West Main Street and Caudell Addition, J.P. Brown Survey Abstract 59.
I have a motion from Ms. Towner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Ray seconds. Any more discussion? Hearing none, vote for my left, please.
Ray, yes.
Jones, yes.
Shelby, yes?
Weller, yes.
Towner, yes.
Johnson, yes.
Wilmuth, yes.
Motion carries. Welcome to Gun Barrel City. Thank you so much. Motion to adjourn, please.
Shelby makes motion to adjourn.
Great. I adjourn the meeting at 6:17. Thanks, everybody.